Hello, everybody. And so it's Thursday, and I know everyone's starting to get real antsy for like the end. Um, and today just happens to be my birthday. I am old. Okay, that looks good. Um, okay, so all right, let's get this party started. Okay. Making sure that I'm live everywhere. I'm supposed to be. All right, great. New pinned chat. Okay, cool. Okay, so yep, that all works out. All right, let's get this party started. So I learned the hard way that if you want to be on time, you have to be early. Now I've known that about life. If you're not 15 minutes early, you're late. The worst way to make a first impression is to be late to anything. What is going on with my lights? I wonder if that's just something in my feed, because my lights are not blinking on and off in here. It may look a little bit like a lightning show, but it's not. Okay, so, all right. Let's talk about any type of digital marketing, okay? Any type of digital marketing, whether it's affiliate marketing or you're selling your own product or service. Maybe you're just selling hard goods online, like I do. I sell a lot of goods, collectibles, and sometimes clothing, just all sorts of stuff. So there's all these different ways to make money online. A lot of different platforms out there. Just what really resonates with you, regardless of what you choose to do. You're gonna want people to subscribe to your email list, for lack of a better word. So you want people to fill out a little form, you get their name, you get their email, and now you can contact them, once a day, a few times a week, what have you, and let them know what's going on, what's new, what you've been using lately and why it works and why everyone else should use it, that type of thing. And the problem with that is there are a lot of email marketing platforms where the pricing scale goes up and up and up. So the more subscribers you get, the higher the price goes. And it's really funny because a lot of them start really low, like 0 to 500. So you get your 501st subscriber, yay! Yep, now your monthly bill just went up. And the problem with that is a lot of people out there in the digital marketing world are so new that, maybe they started buying advertising and throwing money at their list, and they're doing this right, and they're getting their subscribers, but they're not making a lot of money. They're putting money out, but they're not getting much money in. And, well, because there's a lot of things you have to learn before you start making those sales, especially if you're trying to sell to a cold market. There's all kinds of things to take into consideration, and there's new skills to be developed. You really got to learn how to, use tools like your hook, story, and offer. You need to learn how to craft offers, because if you're just making these emails up going, oh yeah, I just joined such and such site, it's awesome, I'm making money and making sales now, I've only been a member for a week, here's my link at the bottom, and if you sign up now, I'll give you a free bonus or whatever. Boom, bang. Those emails are not productive. People who read an email like that, they just move on, delete it, move on, whatever. And if you're sending them a bunch of emails like that, they're eventually going to unsubscribe, or they're just going to stop clicking on them. I've joined subscriber lists where there was no way to unsubscribe from them. So I just told Gmail to route them directly to trash, so I don't even have to look at them. Nobody wants to subscribe to something where they're just going to get bombarded by one sales letter after another. You have to come up with a really catchy headline to get them curious, so they click on it and read it. And that's the only purpose. That headline has to hook them in, so that when they open the email, you can tell them your story. If they read the story is a pre-sell. You're pre-selling what you're going to try to sell at the bottom of the message. So you're talking about the benefits. Be specific. Be specific. How much money did you make in how much time? If you're that excited about it, how much traffic did it produce for you? That type of thing. Okay, you don't really want to say, oh, I'm making sales, getting traffic, blah blah blah. Those are very, very general. You really want to create a story. Tell a story. Tell about your struggle and how this platform solved a huge problem for you. Okay. Now, another thing is, I'm not really big on time. I don't have a lot of time. I'm doing a lot of different things. Plus, I like my free time to socialize, with family and friends and whatnot. Okay. Family and friends and whatnot. Socialize. Sorry, I just had a little bit of a brain fart. Now, for me, LeadsLeap solved a bunch of problems. First of all, it's I needed a good list manager for my email marketing. Okay, and I did not want the price to go up just because my subscribers go up. I needed a page builder. I needed a funnel builder. I wanted a form pop-up creator, a hosting service, a tracker. And you know what? Advertising isn't bad. And there's a few different ways to advertise here. Now, the funny thing about it is, when I first signed up for LeadsLeap, in my mind, I was going to be a free member forever. But then I saw the tools. So you get a list manager, but you have to manually broadcast out for free at the free part. If you want it to be like a autoresponder where you can build an email series, you needed to upgrade. Okay, and there's other things in here too. Like I really wish they'd mark their pro services a little bit better, because you kind of have to click on them to see which ones are for pro and which ones aren't. In fact, you kind of got to click on the... Yeah, I don't know. My problem is I upgraded early. I upgraded within like 30 minutes. Because what I saw everything you can get, well, for one thing, they will give you 10 free ads included in your membership. They're called Post Pro ads. And the cool thing, they're pro ads. That's the link. Click here to post pro ads. The cool thing about the pro ads is you can drop in your capture page, your lead capture page, and they will go ahead and advertise it for you on their site. So when the free members come through and they're surfing, and a lot of pro members surf as well, Um, they're surfing, and they see your page. It resonates with them. They subscribe. There you go. You got a new subscriber, and you can get as many subscribers as you want. The price never goes up. Even if at the free level, you can have as many subscribers as you want. They never try to charge you for it. Free is free, okay? But keep in mind, you will want to upgrade sometime down the road. Like I said, I upgraded within the first 30 minutes. Just because the features are quite outstanding. So I'm going to take you through this basically one step at a time. The first thing you want to do is go to List Manager. So let me go ahead and share my screen. There we go. Share. Beautiful. Okie dokie. All right, so I'm on LeadsLeap, and this is basically the page it comes to when you log in. Come over here to the left and go down to Tools, Email Marketing, List Manager. Now here on List Manager, you just click Add New List. Name the list. So what would you name it? Well, you could name it like My Newsletter, anything. It doesn't really matter because you're the only one who basically sees this name here. No, I am wrong. You're not. Let's go back. Let me edit this. Let's go back. Go back. Here we go. Just click on the little gear wheel and we'll change this over. So depending on what it is your list represents, my list represents a few things. That's why I call it Build Your Brand, Build Your Business, because that's general enough where you can put a bunch of different activities under your one brand. So I thought it was general enough for that. But let's just say here, digital marketing success. Okay. And if you're a reseller and you resell on platforms like eBay, Amazon, Mercari, Poshmark, Shopify, you might want to put something like this on here, like your store name and, elite customers, elite members. So let's say your store name is okay, my name is Chris, so no. How about collectibles elite member? Okay, so sorry, collectibles is a stupid store name because I'm sure there's someone out there already with that name. You can upload an image to use as your logo. So there's that. Oh, I should have showed you. Okay, so this might be the first time you've ever been here. So if you created a logo or whatever, you can drop it in here. So like, let's say your pictures are on your desktop or they're in your pictures folder or whatever. I don't know how your organization is, but you can just take the images and just drop them in here and bing, bang, boom. You have them for whenever you need them. So, okay. So we're going to close that. You can pick up brand color. I'm partial to like dark blue. I really like that. You can choose any color you want. You can use a hex code. If you're really good at mixing, you can mix them here. It's pretty simple. And then where do you want them to go after their URL has been verified? Okay. Now the cool thing about LeadsLeap is when someone signs up to your list, you can have it so that the minute they sign up and they click that submit button, it takes them to something else that you've created. Or it takes them to your best offer that you have now. and you can create a page for it and everything. Thank you so much for signing up. Video works great for stuff like that. And click on the bottom to take advantage of your bonus. This opportunity. This is one of my biggest, best, favorite. Just say it what it means to you. Like right now, Pinterest Marketing Academy is my best program. It's very easy for me to share it with other people in general conversation, because when you're talking to marketers, the traffic problem always comes up. Marketers can never get enough traffic. I mean, we're talking good quality buyer traffic here. Okay. So even you get your traffic from LeadsLeap, that's all good traffic. I use that traffic, and it's outstanding. But just keep in mind that it's you're going to want more traffic. And the cool thing about Pinterest is that it's a graphical search engine. So it's super easy to share that, and it's very lucrative because it's a 50% commission. So I am intensely motivated to share it with people. So it's excellent so far this week. This is my first week involved in it. I've already made 2 sales. So this makes me very excited. Now, I know I don't seem excited. I'm very sorry. I'm tired. It's my birthday, and I don't know why, but I'm so tired. But for me, after they do the thing, I'm just going to send them to my website because I want them to get to know me. There we go. And they'll be off to my website. Now here, just put in your name, your email. They're going to send a verification code to the email to make this real. You want to put in your real physical mailing address. So this is all like really simple. This is what I wanted to show you. Okay. You can design your own signature, and you don't have to know how to code anything. It's basically all drag and drop. So let me show you. You could put your signature in the welcome, the email series, and the broadcast. You open up the editor, and you can just start creating it right here. So this is basically how I craft my signatures. Now remember, this is the bottom of the email. Just keep that in mind. So I'm going to go here. Oh, nope, sorry. I already have the images in the image gallery. But if you want to if you have a blog or you have some type of image hosting service, you can put the URL to your image right in here, describe it, and you can even tell it how big you want the image to be, and it'll resize it and keep the proportions so it doesn't look weird. But we have our stuff in the image gallery, so I'm just going to click on my picture. I have 2 pictures, a 500 by 500 and a 150 by 150. I'm going to choose the 150 by 150 and click OK. And so here you are. There's my picture. Here, thank you. I could run my internet businesses without the tools below. Give them a try, and I will help you set up. Okay, so this is the kind of marketer I am. If somebody signs up on any of my links, I will help them set up. There's a million free ways for us to contact each other. Facebook Messenger is a great one because it's a good, you're not giving out your phone number to someone you don't really know. They're not giving you their phone number because they're going to have the same reservations. It's really pretty awesome. So just oh yeah, I have Grammarly. Love Grammarly. My grammar and spelling is horrible. So without its corrections, I, yeah, I'd sound stupid. So I'm grateful for that. But there's nothing worse than signing up for something, reaching out to the person you signed up under, and having them be like, oh yeah, just go through the tutorials, you'll do great, blah, blah, blah. And that's it. They don't really want to give you any support. They don't want to give you any advice because they really don't care whether you succeed because they're playing this like a numbers game. There's a lot of old school marketing crap that has made its way to the digital age. So when I was young, I was a young Marine, wanted to make some extra money, picked up a telemarketing job on my spare time. And the cool thing was being in the military, if I ever got called away, there was benefits. The people at the job understood because military, and they were always pretty cool about it. So, sorry guys, another brain fart. Okay, so I'm telemarketing these people, and they're like, it's a numbers game. Don't waste your time. Don't get trapped in arguments. Stick to the script and dial and smile. And sure enough, like in a 60-minute hour, they expected me to make anywhere from like 40 to 50 telephone calls, and maybe even more if I kept getting shut down a lot. And they recorded everything. They recorded the conversation so that they could hear it. They wanted to hear a smile in your voice. They recorded how long the conversation lasted and how many phone calls you made. And it was pretty impressive because this was back in the day where, a lot of this technology was like brand new. In fact, this was when it took about 12 minutes on broadband to stream a minute and a half movie trailer type of thing. And we were all impressed with it because on dial-up, it was so much longer. All right. I don't play that. I don't do that. I don't treat it as a numbers game. I treat it as I'm here to help solve people's problems. If what I have can help solve your problem, I will do everything in my power to help you succeed. And that's what it's all about. Okay, now at this point, you're going to want to put in your links. Now, whatever you do, don't copy this word for word or anything like that. You're really going to want to use your picture because they want to know that they're dealing with a person, all right? You want to give them a little friendly message, and then you want to just put your links all down here. Now, there's two ways you could put your links. You could put them in there graphically, or you could put them in there just with a text link. And I'm going to show you the difference right now of what that means, what that looks like. And I really need to tell you guys, please take the time to set up your footer. It's super important, or your signature. So I said footer. I build web pages too, not for any company. That's one of my businesses that I do, one of the services that I offer. And I do have some higher ticket items that I offer, and if a person buys it, I'll give them a free blog. Okay. So take the time to set up your signature, because there are cases where, for whatever reason, we are in different areas of our business at different times. I know that sounded weird, but just think about it for a second. Think about it like an elementary school. You got grade K, kindergarten through 6th grade. And on any one particular day, those kids are at 7 different levels of progress. And it's the same thing in business. So you might meet someone today and you might be talking about targeted traffic. They don't need targeted traffic, or they don't think they need it, or they're just not ready for it. They're still in the process of building. And so they don't read my email, but down here it says, get your free tracker or get your free page builder, that type of thing. And all of a sudden they're like, oh, click. Okay. They sign up. You just got to sign up. And if they're like me and they upgraded in the first 30 minutes, boom, you just made a sale and you have a commission pending. And right there, that's the sweet spot. I've had a lot of exhilaration, but every time I make a sale, it's like, boom, I get crazy. The exhilaration's amazing. It's a rush. I'm not going to lie. It's a huge rush. So let me show you. There's a way to code it, but there's also a way to do it manually. I hope I have my notes. Put this over here. Okay. Okay, perfect. So, all right. So I need to get a URL for my pictures, my graphics. Oh, dude, why is this so hard all of a sudden? Here we go. If you ever use two monitors, make sure both monitors are the same resolution. So when you slide something over from one to another, it doesn't change so horribly. Okay. Go into media. Oh, it's way down there. It's been a while since I've done this. All right then. Hang on. I gotta. I knew there was something I forgot to do today before the video. So this is a little bit embarrassing. Okay. Get your free book. Here's the image. So I'm going to insert my image right here. And it's a square image. So traffic secrets. Traffic secrets. Now see here where it says 1080 by 1080? That's huge. So I'm going to change that to 350. There we go, by 350 and say OK. Now here's the book. Okay, here's the ad right here, right? There it is, looking all pretty. I click on it, and then I go and I get my affiliate link. And I drop my affiliate link here. See this little chain? This is a link. So I click on that, and I drop my affiliate link in here. And we're done. Okay. So when someone clicks on this, it'll take them to the offer, and they buy it, you get a commission. And you just can do that with everything. Maybe another space. And I'm going to get another image. Really? Did I really do that? Okay, yeah, I did. Media. There we go. Okay. So again, we click the little picture image. We put in our image URL. This is 400. So if we're putting in a URL, we can't really, oh, we can. Oh, cool. Hang on. 350, so they're all uniform. I like things to be uniform. It doesn't always work out that way. And there we go. And it lines up with the other picture. Now see how it's already highlighted? So basically, all I have to do is click on the link and then put in my affiliate link for that particular program. Just hit OK. And there we go. Now we got 2. And you can put as many as you want down here. Just make sure it's for things that you use so that you can support your client. Don't put so many down here, though, that it gets confusing. And as you can see, here it is. This is what it looks like. And everything's clickable. Now, I'm not going to save and activate, basically because I'm not going to build this list or nothing like that. And if you want to see what your emails will look like from this preview, here you go. Now, see how big that is? We got to change that because that just looks ugly. So what I'm going to do is just take the image out because that image is a little bit too big. Oops. I'm just going to reset. There we go. Okay, so preview. There we go. That's a little bit better. But you might want like some type of header. Ooh, where's the header option? List name, header design with the line, color. Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's it. This is what your email will look like. This is what they're going to see. As far as a header in, if I really wanted a header up there, I could probably do this one. Put that in there, add it. See, there you go. It looks a little bit better. Preview design. And see, it's all lined up. Separator line, message, and then the goodbye. And bing, bing, boom. And it's that simple. Then make sure you put in all this information here. And then you just hit save and activate. Oh, don't forget to click the I agree to the following. Now, if you don't put in all of this other information, this information is required. And if you don't activate this, then this email list will not be able to activate. You won't be able to activate. But you can always save without activating, and it will save your settings, even if you don't have it completely filled out. Because the purpose of saving it without activating it is so that you can come back and work at it at a later time without losing everything. Okay. And then it will tell you. Now, the reason why you want to build a list first, because everything revolves around the list. So if I go to Page Manager and I go add a new page, I'll just do test, add now. Here's the page. If I go add a new design to start, so I'm going to design a blank page. I'm going to launch the editor so I can work on it. Now here's the thing. If I choose opt-in page and I choose one of these opt-in pages, I'm getting a lot of good results with video. So I'm going to choose a page with video. Okay. Now, see, after I choose the template, important next step, click now. Choose a list manager. Yeah. Now, the cool thing about LeadsLeap is this is their list manager, SendSteed, or you could use a third-party list manager, or you can have no opt-in form. But you're going to want an opt-in form. So when you choose Use SendSteed, because I'm assuming you don't have another service, it wants you to get your list IDs. You see? So I have to choose one of these lists. I'll choose that one. And this is where you can redirect them. So let's say you have an offer, another offer, something else to sell them, whatever. If you prepared a thank you page, which you can build right in here in LeadsLeap, you'll want to put that in here. And that's how they'll get to your bonus. So we're just going to leave this alone for now. And we're going to go ahead and save. Because you can save anywhere you want. Close this. Okay. So as long as you don't resize these elements or try to have this element centered between these two elements, this as it is very responsive, and people will be able to see it on their cell phones, tablets, whatever thing they're looking at. They'll see it and it'll be responsive, so it'll still be functional. Okay, so now I want to talk to you about where I'm getting. Remember when I said my best program was the Pinterest Academy? I didn't know until last Sunday that Pinterest is a graphical search engine. This is super important. I've noticed that when people are scrolling through Facebook, when they're scrolling through their feed, and it's not just Facebook, it's on a lot of platforms, they tend to look at the picture of the video. Same thing with YouTube. All the YouTube experts say you want to have a thumbnail on your video, and it needs to be attractive and appealing. Everything is graphic, and if you look at like Instagram's all graphic. Instagram starts with a picture. A lot of other places start with a headline, not Instagram. They start with a picture. So keep that in mind. That's where the world is going. It's I've been around since 1970, and I see things getting more and more graphical as time progresses. All right, that being said, with Pinterest, you're going to get amazingly targeted traffic. And I can't stress to you how important that is, mainly because if the traffic isn't targeted, okay? So let's say these people get together and they're a bunch of comic book nerds, and you come in, hey, I want to show you guys how to make $500 a week. They're not really going to pay attention to you because they're not there to talk about how to make any money. They're there to talk about what comic books they're buying, what's the new movie Marvel's coming out with, crap like that. That is their world, okay? So when you get traffic that's not qualified for what you're offering, it's dead traffic. That is not targeted traffic. That is dead traffic. It's basically a waste of bandwidth. And if you've paid for it, it's a definitely waste of money. Now, the interesting things about Facebook advertising, the reason why Facebook exploded is because they developed some of the most targeted advertising in existence. Think about that. These demographic marketing companies spend, I don't know how much money, millions, to collect information about you. And Facebook did it almost without trying. I don't know if they had this in mind from the beginning, or if it was something that developed organically and they said, hey guys, look what we got now. The interesting thing is when we go on Facebook, we just start talking about everything we love. We're talking about what we're eating. We're talking about what we're buying. And off of all of that, Facebook put together a great little database. On Pinterest, we've got something very similar happening, but it's graphical. So when someone goes on Pinterest and they're looking for recipes or crafts or collectibles or what's the newest Marvel movie coming out, there's also people looking for whatever niche you're in. There's affiliate marketers out there, there's content marketers out there, there's digital marketers, there's attraction marketers. Now I know what you're going to say, isn't that all kind of the same thing? Now you're starting to get it. It's sales is sales, and it's always been sales from the beginning of time. So we're back in the Middle Ages. I'm a blacksmith. I'm trying to sell my sword. What better way for me to sell a sword than to go and be able to like chop down a tree in a single swipe? Took that tree right down. Probably not going to happen. More likely, maybe it'll go through a pig carcass in one swipe. And everyone's like, ooh, look at that. That's impressive. That looks impressive. And everyone lines up. They all want to buy this sword that sliced all the way through a pig. That was a bit graphical. But we have to do the same thing today. When I listen to Zig Ziglar talk about doing door-to-door sales in the 40s in an old car that had no heat and it's wintertime, he worked very hard. And he always, knocked on those doors, got the word out, but he told a story. And in fact, the story he's telling me about his sales experience is to get me to buy more of his training, basically. And when he was going to door to door to door and he's knocking on doors, I forget what he was selling. I don't remember if it was vacuum cleaners or cookware or what the deal was. But he would introduce himself, and then he would go into why they want this, why they want it. And he was a big believer in sales as a transference of emotion. So you got to make people feel the way you feel about what you're talking about. And he was very good at doing that. On Pinterest, you can do that same thing. And you can do it graphically with captions and attract the people that you want to attract. Attract your ideal customer. And that's what it's about. And on Pinterest, there are people getting amazing targeted results, just blowing up their business. I'm already starting to, I just, did my profile on there, and all of a sudden I'm starting to get this trickle of traffic coming in. I don't know where it's coming from. So it's through Pinterest. I highly recommend you click on my link at the bottom here for the Pinterest Academy, because I'm not even 25% of the way through, and the benefits have been amazing. And it's not just with Pinterest, but it's also how I look at my business, how I choose to brand myself, and how incredibly important keywords are. And if you're not using keywords in everything that you're doing, you're seriously missing out. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say about that, everybody. I really hope you guys have a great day, a great rest of the week, great weekend. And I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about the book, DOTCOM secrets. So tomorrow's the third episode, and we're going to be talking about the value ladder. This is going to be amazing. You're going to want to watch this video because, you're going to want to watch the video. Once you see the value ladder, it's going to change the way you set up your pages. I promise you that. And then next Thursday, we're actually going to go through, we're going to fill out that sales page with that list, and I'll show you where to put it. That came out wrong, I'm sorry. I'll show you, once you make that sales page, you're going to want to start advertising it from within LeadsLeap, and I'll show you how to do that as well. All right, thanks everybody. Catch you.